of SkillsHub on Air. Today, Karen and I have Melissa and Claire from Dulamon Studios. Hello, Melissa and Claire.
Hel-
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Hello,
nice to
everyone.
see you.
So good to have you two with us. So, before we dive into all the questions that we have for you, would you two mind kind of giving us a little bit of an intro about yourself? We'll start with Claire.
Sure. My name is Claire Ann. I'm I founded Dulamon Studios. I've been in the industry for 8 years now. I started as a background artist in Cartoon Saloon and Lighthouse Studios, working on shows sort of like Cuphead Studios, or the Cuphead show, sorry. And then a bunch of us, like Melissa and we worked together in Lighthouse on Give a Mouse a Cookie. We survived. And we just kept in touch. Um, yeah, we work well together. She hasn't killed me yet. Yet. She already wants to, but not yet.
No, yeah, it's not a day. It's not a day. First, we need to premiere Outer Beast, and then we see.
Oh, well, nice.
That first, got it.
So
Yeah.
if I go missing after that, you'll know.
Okay. We'll keep an eye out for you.
Yeah.
And Melissa, what about you?
So myself, I'm Italian, so I started my career in Italy first as a storyboard artist mainly, because I always like to very intrigued by storytelling and stories in general. So I get interested in books, in comics, in movies, whatever is about that. And so I started there. I studied animation in Italy, actually in Florence.
Hmm.
Beautiful years for me.
Wow.
And then later on, when storyboards for me wasn't like, sorry, I didn't find any position for that. I just moved in Ireland just because they hired me. I was like, let's go to do backgrounds, and is where I, like Claire said earlier, I met her for if give a mouse a cookie and the Cup show after that one, and and then after that, like, yes, I've done backgrounds and layouts, but after that I swap again in storyboards, where I'm currently on. So yeah, and in the last year, like, we were like keep in touch with Claire, and then starting to collaborate together to make the words of Arvis happen. And this is why we are here now. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So, can we start a bit about the origin? Like, what was the original spark or idea? How did you come to, how did you come to with the plot of the Wards of Orbis?
Ah,
Oh,
Claire, you're not there anymore.
you muted.
Okay.
There we go.
Anything?
There we go. Yep, perfect.
Grand. These headphones hate me. What started it was in college, kind of. You play around with stories, that kind of thing. And then we had a writing circle in work, and it pushed me forward to develop reach out to people and kind of be like, hey, I have this story. What do you think? Melissa was one of the people I reached out to, and she said yes, and kind of grew from there, slowly but surely. Like, we found our co-producer as well, Leona Duff, who is head of up on Bluebridge Productions in Galway. So she's our live action, and we met actually at a convention, of all
Oh,
things. Yeah, I thought she was just somebody coming by, like,
yeah.
somebody just looking at the table, not interested at all at anything. So I gave her the spiel to scare her away, and then she just gave me her car. So
Huh?
yeah, kind of grew from there.
Wow. So, how did you kind of find, what were some of the hot spots for finding your team? Like for animators, writers, voice
Oh yeah.
actors?
Uh, the voice actors kind of at first, because in Ireland we don't have roster, we don't have casting calls as such.
Mm.
Like, you know the way in America you have like hot spots for VAs.
Yeah.
We don't have that here.
Mm.
So when I was first starting out, I was actually looking at everybody's demo reels on the likes of Twitter,
Ah.
YouTube, that kind of thing, and reaching out, that kind of thing. And afterwards, Liv Smith came on, and she worked her magic, and was able to get, like we did open casting calls to be more fair. Because again, I've no clue, or I had no clue back in the day, how these sort of things went, or how you
Yeah.
did them really. But Liv kind of like guided me through that. So for that, I'm always grateful for her. For we're able to have such a good cast of people on board.
Yeah.
As for getting like the likes of artists and stuff like that, well, that's all thanks to Melissa. Melissa just has a wealth of people she knows. She can just reach out, no problem. It's like, oh, you need this? No problem. Here, like, she got us Magenta, who is our art director, who is absolutely amazing. She's, currently working at DreamWorks as well. So
Oh,
she's managing
cool.
both being, art director here and, being an art director in DreamWorks. So it's a big task, but we're really lucky to have her as well. We have people like, Elena Ohm Seller, who's like, he's the VFX artist for the new season of Rick and Morty.
Mm.
So, like, we're not a bunch of college students saying,
Yeah.
like, oh, we want to do animation. We're veterans, we're tired, we want original pieces.
Yes.
That kind
Yeah,
of
like
thing.
if I would like to add something like yeah, like Claire said, we're like a group of professionals that actually really needy to get something like fresh. And what personally actually makes me like to be in the project is like that personally I'm a bit tired of preschool shows.
Mm.
Even they pay as other jobs, but eventually I would like to please my inside teenager, whether they can see something and actually like enjoy like because in the end of the day many people loves anime, right? And
Right.
many of us like in our generation actually grow up with them. So it would be like kind of like the dream where you can actually produce something like that and mature like that as well, because like Oribis does have that kind of goal where you like, can cover certain topics like mental health,
Mm-hmm.
trauma, or something, even happy stuff, of course. But since it's horror, it like it's like can be like these kind of topics are also to get in. But something actually get involved with something real and not like kind of, I'd say, censored to make it like family friendly, you
Yeah.
know um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
with a kind of look that's actually sketchy and actually can attract people um, that can aim the specific teenage or young adult target, I'd say, right?
Yeah, because
So
in
that's something
Ireland
that
we don't
actually
have that
like
opportunity.
sorry.
Like, no, in Ireland we don't have that opportunity. A lot of
Yeah.
the stuff is either coming from America or it's coming from Canada,
Mm.
and or it's preschool stuff, and you have to really sell your culture, if you know what I mean. Like, you have to have it like really what we call Irish, rather
Mm.
than like actually just making a story.
Yeah.
We don't have to put a bunch of shamrocks in there,
So
Yeah.
you can
which is
really
fine. Like,
get
some
like
people do, but
from you can really get from the website that we made like the first
yeah.
image and like a bump in your face. Actually
Yeah.
get the feeling like strong, bored, and bold, and this card is like kind of like showing up like in a group, that you can actually feel um, I can find the word at the time, but anyway, you can actually have the feeling that of like this kind of epic look, right?
Mm.
So that's some of the things that I'm really happy about. And of course, Magenta Ilenia, they done the most of it for that specific piece. They did very well, and so we're very happy about that. And then I'm very happy that now people on the social, they're starting actually to notice that part,
Mm.
because like we didn't really start to grow up like maybe 2 months ago, roughly. So the actually see people that actually getting like interested and asking questions. They make us like very happy, and this kind of the engine for us. They actually let to do more and then do better day by day, because actually this is a day by day work. It's not like a project we want to left behind, and then it's gonna be like the week some weekends and that's it, you know, because we want to make like good and hitting, you know. So
Yeah.
and yes, as Claire said, is something that in Ireland, but I wouldn't say in Europe, but in Ireland at least, is very uncovered as a kind of product. So we rely on that thing, on that gap, basically.
Yeah.
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 Well, I think it's important to,
Mm.
you know, I'm in Canada, and even our market is flooded with, external programming, and so our own culture often isn't represented well,
Mm.
um, or it's a certain lens to our culture that maybe we wouldn't otherwise share, right? Like that people don't get, it's an insider thing.
Yeah.
And so the humor, especially, I think those nuances when you have, like, somebody writing from the inside. But one of the things I was wondering about is, um, like, and I think you touched on it a little bit, like how you're able to take so many more risks
Mm.
because you're directing your own program, right? Like this is your work and your passion.
Yeah.
So I just wanted, like, can you talk about that? Like being able to take those risks around storylines and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I'm the one that writes the scripts, and then Elenia, Greta, and Gaia and I, we will sit around. They're storyboard artists, and we'll see if it works. Like, is this flowing okay? Is this making sense? Is this reading clear? And it's bit by bit by bit. This is how we get it done. But we're not under the constraint of like, oh, we have to have this in it. The director wants to have like, the curtains be purple. Like,
Mm.
I've worked on shows where, people who don't do art, but they'll turn around because they're funding it and say like, oh, I remember one we were on, and what was it? The creator was like, "Oh, these need to be Californian blue autumn skies," and you're like, I don't know. You didn't give us any reference for that, so I don't know, uh,
Yeah.
kind of thing. So it's like we can be a bit more in the driving seat and
Mm.
show Europe off. A fantasy Europe, obviously, but a Europe that we know, we get, and we want to show everybody else what we see, rather than what we're made to show,
Yeah.
kind of thing. Which, yeah, there can be risk because, you know, there are no barriers as such. So you are, in essence, maybe a free range chicken.
Yeah.
So, you're kind of wandering around hoping, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
But I think us as a team, we're very communicative. So if something isn't working, we speak up. Or if we want to change something, or we think we want to change something, we tell each other. It isn't
Mhm.
kind of like, oh, my idea is top idea, or something like that. It's like we just want to get this made, and
Yeah.
we want to enjoy it. We want to have fun. We want everybody to have fun, but we want everybody to be heard as well. you know, that's kind of how we want to move forward with it as well.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have fear then about it getting big? Right? Like, like, how do you, or do you even go there? Right? Like,
We kind of take it one day at a time.
yeah.
Yeah.
There are hopes and dreams, like, the dream would be like to keep the IP off to ourselves, be able to create, be able to have it funded for ourselves, that kind of thing. Without having to sell our shows, kind of thing.
Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be the dream.
Yeah. It is beautiful, I have to say. You know,
Yeah.
I watched the pilot and it's just breathtaking.
We've got a new style now. Our Globus, as the fans say.
Yeah. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
did
like
want to
things
touch on
like
that too.
I think like the pilot itself, it was made like out of just Claire and Hugh and maybe 2-3 people maximum in
Wow.
terms of managing.
Wow.
So it was a lot.
Yeah.
Already now it was a lot. So like actually was impressed that she was being able to finish it, because
Somehow.
it's so difficult. It's so incredibly
It is.
difficult,
Mm.
Like, we
So
learn new things every day.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, and when you stop doing that, you know it's not working. Something's gone wrong. How long?
True.
How long did that take?
The 8 minutes. That took like a year with getting everything together. And now with the new kind of glow, we're getting there a little faster. Maybe, I don't know. Time is not registering with us at this
Yeah.
stage, or dates or anything like that. It's just like, making it make sense, making sure it looks good, all that sort of stuff. That's
Yeah.
our goal at the moment.
yeah,
How big
like,
is your
it's
team
more,
now?
We're very taking care of every single aspect of it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
cut you.
No, you're
Gisela,
totally
sorry.
fine.
No, you're okay. We're a team now of 17, isn't it?
Wow.
The Discord?
Yeah,
We're on
something
Discord,
like
that's why
that.
I'm like, yeah, I think it's 17.
Yeah, but you don't have to count the bot. The bot is
Ah!
not.
Okay, so 16
Carl
then.
bot, we like him, but he's not part of the team
Yeah.
actively.
Doesn't collab, doesn't do the work.
Yeah, that's great.
Bot
Fair
did
enough.
count.
So 16 then.
Wow.
16 for pre-production and that.
It's amazing.
And
I'd
lots
like to
of
shift the
shooting
topic a
videos.
little bit to some character questions. So,
Yeah.
so you mentioned animas. Would you mind touching a little bit about them and their origin, kind of like the creative idea behind them?
Oh yeah. So Orbis itself is basically a world that is created by a villain called Ivan. So again, we wanted it to be slightly kitschy because this is a man who thinks himself is so great that everything he does is genius and everything that he puts down is, a masterpiece kind of thing. So he wouldn't really give big thought into naming things. So we wanted that kind of Tumblr-esque vibe, but not so bad that I can't look myself in the morning every day, that kind of way.
Yeah.
So Ivan had designed these animas to be kind of like the inner self, the other half of yourself kind of thing, and it would be kind of the opposite of yourself. Again, we wanted it to be the ethereal, a little pitchy kind of stuff, but fun at the same time.
Were there any like particular mythologies or philosophies that kind of helped shape that?
A bit of everything, to be quite honest. Like, we're taking a lot of kind of like, not even like different mythoses as such as, but it's just like a little bit of everything. maybe a bit of a cordon bleu. But again, this is a villain who is justifying using these things to look cool. So again, it's this constant manipulation that he does to use things that he probably shouldn't be using, and he's creating this world in his own vision, his own utopia, but it's not a utopia.
Yeah.
It's, there's, there's hierarchies, there's wars, child, soldier, all this sort of stuff. But because he thinks it looks cool, this is okay to have.
Yeah.
So he will manipulate the situation to suit himself. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I know sometimes we're like, oh, how did you create this? Why did you create this? It's like, it's really weird when it's like, you're like, well, I haven't actually created this. If you know what I mean, this character that you created is creating this world kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Karen, you're muted.
Yeah, should have learned that by now after all these years. But you do become the character, right? Like you're not thinking about what the character would be doing. You embody that character, and you do what because you're them. But in that, like, how do you contain that? Because that, like, I would just be off track all the time, going off on these soapboxes that I would probably never get anything accomplished.
Yeah.
Right? Like, how do you stay on track? Like, are there ways, like when you guys enter into that collective space, and you said, you're talking through the storylines and all that, like, do you have to put things around you to make sure that you actually...
That's a good question. It's we do keep ourselves in check. Like, I know, for script-wise, I love dialogue, and I know I would put a ton of dialogue in if given the chance, but I know that's not right. So I would know Greta, Elenia, Gaia, they can kind of like, no, you need to cut this part, you need to add this in, maybe cut this out. Like, again, it's all like, kind of you have a jigsaw puzzle, and you're switching it all around, to make something nice.
Yeah.
So it's a bit kind of like, you have like a slab of marble, which is a script, and then the storyboard artists come in, and myself, and we chip away at it to make sure that it's flowing all right.
Yeah.
Because one person like myself getting so stuck in a story, like, you would be, you forget things, you do go off track. So it's always great to have people around you who are buffers.
Yeah.
And will be like, no, this does not look good, this won't look good on the board. So it's, as I say, the storyboard artists are crucial to, being able to check the scripts. And they're also like, Elena is also an editor as well. So that is an extra bonus for us.
Yeah.
And it's great that we can actually all sit around. Well, I say sit around, like we Zoom, like we Discord, the Discord chat kind of thing, video call. And it's great that we can actually all chat about it. We're not under, say, a tight deadline or anything like that. Now, we do put ourselves under deadlines.
Yeah.
But it's not kind of like we have to churn out 20 episodes in under a year kind of thing. Or 24 episodes in a year, which is a lot.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how we do it.
Well,
it's a bit like a campfire kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, and you just, what I really hear is so much of that like how much trust you must have with each other, and the level of comfort to be able to just speak freely and call each other out and keep each other on track, like that relational work.
Oh no, it's great.
Yeah.
Like, Melissa will always tell me, if something is wrong, or if something is not working, or if we need to fix something. kind of thing. Like, I think Melissa has the patience of a saint with me.
Yes, yes.
There were a few
It's like
times I think.
it's like to like how to say to training myself don't lose my like my mind. I would say mind, but I can't really think the word in English. But to stay calm,
Yeah.
because like in general, like when you speak with people, I'm learning that not everyone really think as me. So it's like a good training as well, because in this in Orbis I'm like a producer managing the project. So it's something I really like want to discover. So it was the perfect opportunity, and I'm learning a lot, a lot. And so yeah, with Claire, like we're working well together. And yeah, sometimes like I can tell sometimes I'm like, ah, oh my god, but it's fine. It's not like in a bad way,
Yeah.
It's more like
It's when
I
she's
really
teaching me about
care.
emails.
Yeah.
I really care, so I sometimes I'm acting a bit more sharply, but not because I'm against anyone.
Yeah.
No, it always comes from a good place.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and
It's
you
just
need every
sometimes the
personality
more
on
she
it.
gets annoyed, the more I
Yeah.
want to laugh,
Yeah, yeah.
and the more it'll annoy her.
Oh,
So
And then,
it's
as you
one of
can
those
see, also,
situations.
and then most of the time is computer technicality,
I know, I know.
uh,
And as sorry, as you can hear, it's basically like out of the brief, you know.
uh,
So that doesn't help. But now we're like we're good. We're
Yeah.
slowly growing also as a team because more like I wouldn't say every day, but every week something happening.
That's
And
nice.
we are really like plan ahead. Uh, the like most of the things we can manage because we don't want to get surprised. We want
Or
to
burnt out.
like actually be prepared.
Yeah.
Dash for the things that we can have control, of course, but we want to like have prepared that with kind of look we want to have and how we want to actually manage the project itself. Dash. So far we
I'll
did
be
it,
honest.
but
I'll
now
be honest.
since like
Melissa's the
now
one
we
that organizes everything. She has like
yes
all the Google calendars, all the like sending links to like, hey, we have a meeting at this time, this time, this time, this time. We're discussing this and this and this on this day at this time. She
exactly.
sends all the
Yeah.
links to everybody
yeah.
because none of us would
I'm
remember.
pulling the strings of this on this
Yes,
machine,
yes,
right?
yes,
You're the puppet master.
Yeah.
yes, yes. She's the shadow queen.
On my
100%.
side, I have to say that something actually saved me is that since I'm an artist in the first place, I can really understand what's the needs to everyone and what actually the like actually need in general for the project. So I can tell who can do something, who can't do other things. It
Yeah.
depends
Yeah.
on the context, and that's really helpful for me in production wise. Um, and then like so far we manage well. Thankfully
That's
we
what.
also have like good people in it, so that worked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I remember when like for example we delivered the pitch, um, and then we delivered pitch like in the exact minute where like Claire needed because we had technical issues
Oh,
Ah.
with Dash, and then in the very last minute we did it, and there we are. It worked.
Yeah.
So
Here at the Film Festival 3 weeks ago, wasn't it now?
yeah, 3 weeks ago roughly.
We made it just in time. With the
But
pitch
it
deck.
hit very well. People like
Yeah.
Claire was just herself.
Sad I couldn't
Because
take
in the
this season.
beginning, the idea it was that they come with her, but they couldn't. So
Yeah.
she presented everything, and people went in love with it. So yeah,
It was an experience.
Sí, sí,
I know, it was grand. It
sí,
was
sí,
grand.
sí.
It was well received, but yeah, there was one or two moments where like, oh god, will we make this? Will this pitch deck be ready? And thankfully it was.
Well,
It was,
yeah, which
yeah.
speaks to the production
Yeah.
and the amount of meetings that you have and the relationships that you have that you can actually show up and do what you need to do. And there's no guessing because you know
Right.
it so well. You know it so well. What's next?
For us,
Yeah.
well, at the moment, we're actually working on the boards for the pilot itself. We're going to be looking into making a proper trailer from like what we're
Oh.
using for the pilot. So
Yay.
all the characters will be glowed up. Every single one. So
Wow.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
characters.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
But
It's gonna be
Magenta is a
something.
machine. Yeah, but Magenta is a machine. Like an
Mm.
absolute just unit. She just like absolutely just like she creates things like just that. You just go like, oh, we need this, and she goes, and now she comes back, goes, here you go. You're like,
Wow.
yeah, she
Like,
is insane.
actually today, Ilenia, since she has a bit of free time, she did some tests of uh, of the look
Her animation books,
of on screen because we were trying to explore um, to give like kind of old style
the
look
textured look.
of 80s 90s anime look, but it doesn't really like we don't want that one like so like how to say only that part, but we want to have that taste because that in my opinion like that time was like kind of gold for anime because the detail were like so well done, everything was like made with love in a way, you know, if you get me,
Yeah.
and it give like this authentic look, so we would like to try to mm, get that ones in it and like to test it out, and Ilenia did, of course she nailed it as usual,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we would like to see it testing out on the trailer and hopefully it works as well, animated of course, like because on steel frame everything is fine, when it gonna move it depends, you know.
Yeah.
And these are all things we're learning
Mm-hmm.
because you know you might think it might work, but when it actually starts to move, you might, you know, there might be trouble. There might be like, oh, these lines aren't working well, or the actual design itself. You know, again, these are all things we're exploring at the moment,
Yeah.
but as well as making sure that the script itself is locked and the boards will be locked.
Yeah.
Then again, you know, we like to keep it as fluid as we can.
Yeah.
You know, like if we feel like, hey, this really needs to be changed, it'll be better.
Mm-hmm.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how we do it. Kind of really.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
Well, we are nearing the end of our time. However, before we go, Claire, would you mind sending me what
I
we'll be
sent it to
sharing?
you.
Let me see. Let's see. All right, let me just pull it up.
What is it, Zelda?
We're gonna be revealing a character. So excited.
I think
See,
you know where Zelda.
Yes.
Which one did you send it to? Did you send it via email?
Yes.
I think you sent only to me, Claire.
Yeah.
Oh, Melissa, I love that you caught that. Now we see the team in action, right?
Yes. Yes. We got in 4K. Yeah.
So
You
good.
do know I can curse in Italian now.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Okay, now I
And just
sent
for
it.
war, they should be okay.
Let me see. I am refreshing. Let's see. Ah, got it. Let me scroll down. Okay.
Oh, that's not fair.
Yeah.
Now we got the preview.
Yep, I got the preview. Okay, are we ready, everybody?
Yeah.
Mm.
There we
Oh,
go.
looks so good.
Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous.
Oh, gorgeous! What a glow up!
I would like to compare with the other one. I'm gonna get a screenshot real quick.
Yeah.
Actually, you know.
Wow.
So
It
this
looks-
is the glow up of Eris,
Yes.
the character that Zelda plays.
Yes. That's why I was freaking out so much. Look at me, she looks so good.
As I say, Magenta is just
Look
an
at
absolute
that.
machine.
Oh, she looks so good.
You're
All right.
brief.
If anybody knows how to make cosplay,
Yeah, to be
Yeah,
honest, I would like to, like, even the convention, because Claire did so many conventions, we were to jump this idea where, what about this is gonna be a cosplayer that actually can do that, you know?
yeah.
Oh, that would just be mind blowing to see this live.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It would be so nice. So nice.
Oh, yeah, well,
Here.
as I say, Magenta is a unit. An absolute unit.
Well, and to do that work, and as quickly as Melissa has said, like, they must have images in their mind before the paper even hits the pen. The paper before the pencil hits the paper, kind of thing. Just from the script and the conversations, these things.
Oh yeah,
must
like we
be
give the brief,
real.
and even just like showing the voice, or it's not showing the voice, like letting them listen to the VAs.
Yeah.
Like nowadays, some of the team come on when we're recording the VAs, because one of the not problems, but one of the things we found out was when we did the glow up with our main six, so that's Fenris, Muriel, Kai, Bastion, all of them, their voices sounded too young. So we were like, we have to go and re-record.
Yeah.
So with the re-recordings, we're able to invite the team in and just say, like, they were able to listen as we were recording. So again, it's a process that here in Europe we don't get the privy of.
Yeah.
It's always done in America or Canada, which is, it's grand, but it's just like, we wanted to try it out ourselves.
Oh,
And it's a lot of fun.
so good.
We've got Aura buddies in the
characters.
chat.
Ah, yes.
Everybody.
Yay.
So the Orbis fans are called. It's the cutest name. Aura buddies.
They named themselves.
Yes. That's the best part.
I have no power over them at all. They are the
Actually, I sent over to Zelda like a quick screenshot. It would be nice to see them like next by each other.
But yeah, no, it was. Yeah, we have our fun in our
Yeah.
own way.
Well, and that point to hearing and
thank
seeing
you.
at the same time, it has to.
Well, it's a big,
Alright.
it's a big help. Because
Yeah.
one of the things that we wanted to do was that record the voice before we did the boards, so the board artists have the actual VAs, so it isn't kind of say a bunch of us reading the script, because obviously, our accents are different, all this sort of stuff. I'm not a voice actor. I don't think anyone in the crew is really voice actors, bar Liv, obviously. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's better to get the professionals in
Oh.
early. So the VA, so not the VAs, but the board artists aren't constantly like going back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah.
It's a clean run.
Yeah. Well, and it has to be collaborative. Because and also your ethos, when you're speaking about it actually representing you and where you are in your culture and filling gaps and that type of thing. Yeah.
Let's see if
But
this works.
we want people to work with
Oh,
us
yeah.
on forums.
Wow.
Yeah. What a glow up. I love it. Oh, it looks so good.
Yes. And then she's like she's more badass than earlier, you know.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
so
Here, I'll
good.
enlarge these a little bit more. There we go.
It's
Cool, cool,
what a
cool. Thank you.
cool
Thank you.
thing to be able to see them side by side.
Right. That's a great idea, Melissa. Like seeing it is like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you can
we
really
we've
get the
come a long
heat
way.
like where we were before and now. Like
Yeah.
it's like there is a so much in the middle that you know two extremes, yeah. And
Yeah.
and
And
also like speaking of design itself, I don't know what Claire said to Magenta, but in case you can tell me, but like it's more
I
like
think we're brief.
test look. So now
Mm.
like the hat is changed, it's more look like more pirate
Badass.
instead, and then was
Yeah.
like more regal, more elegant. Um,
powerful.
and
Super.
there's like it's like this solid look, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
then Claire said, "Oh, sorry." I remember
No,
Magenta
okay.
asked how old she is, and then Claire said 50s. You said, is it?
50s, but we wanted kind of like the Tsunade from Naruto because again, it's from a fantasy nerd boy kind of a view. So women aging, what is that
Hmm.
kind of
Yeah,
thing?
but that's like because give more adult look instead. Like
Mm-mm.
before, she wasn't really like adult. Like even though it's original design, she looks more like a teenage like the others. It doesn't like any kind of difference, right? And now like it gives like more like she is confident. She knows what she's doing. You know, they just
Yeah.
get the kind of feeling, right? So um, so that's definitely something, and like you can clearly say, just look at that.
Yes.
And
The crew
earlier,
have a lot of fun when Magenta and Elenia and that do characters.
yeah.
There's a lot of cat gifs.
Yeah.
Yes, a lot of cat
so
gifs.
so
It's
we're really really happy to win this kind of thing.
Yeah.
And
there's a comment in the chat, it's so nice learning more about the process behind the scenes, and I have to say just just that simple display of those two characters,
Yeah.
just the growth, and being able to participate in a small way, like just to see the way you're thinking about all this is just so cool.
It's
It's so
amazing.
cool,
Yeah.
and we don't get very often to be able to see that stuff.
Yeah.
Like it happens in the team, and it's such a big part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
It's such a huge part of the story, and we don't get it. And I'm like, that is
So cool.
beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
I'm
Thank you for
so
sharing
excited.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could.
Yeah.
Perfect timing.
Yeah. We really appreciate you two coming on here. This has been obviously amazing and super insightful. Where can we find you two on socials and all the things?
Melee, you know better than me.
all right. So yeah, of course, we have a website which is dulamanstudio.com, where it's like a kind of touch base. You can have a look on the entire project. But of course, we can find us on Instagram as Dulaman Studios, TikTok, Blue Sky, YouTube. Of course, there's like a channel that actually going well, and then where Claire every 2 weeks does have I do live stream, but now we're gonna also have like more guests in future, or even ourselves as an artist.
I will drag the crew on if I have to. I'll drag them out from the basement.
Yeah.
So we are
That's
planning
our
a few
joke.
things as well in the side to get like to give like that like that interaction with the audience, and also our fans that now like also following at the moment. So yeah, definitely there. We're gonna have on Instagram for sure, is one of the most followed. Everyone kind of uses, so there you can find every single update regarding
And our
of the
Patreon.
project. And of course, in case you would like to know even more deeper, we have also Patreon, where we gonna share any kind of backstage thing or some ideas that we were rolling out. It would be more like kind of paralleling. Sorry, we really sorry, would be an experience that can be parallel as what we're working, because like everything that we're gonna produce is gonna be on there. um, and then pretty much it. I mean, there is also newsletter that you can find, also the website if you
Melissa
wanna
taught me how to
be
do
interested. Yes.
after 2 hours of
Yeah.
teaching.
So please, like whenever you see this, would be such a pleasure to interact with you if you have other further question about the project. Um, and we were much more like very like happy to respond. Sorry, to reply. Sorry. And then pretty much it, I guess. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you too
And
again
of
so much.
course,
Yeah.
sorry, the one last thing.
Yeah.
On the newsletter, if you subscribe, you can even find the next dates that you actually can speak in person, or to be like
Conventions.
to Claire,
Yeah.
because that's at the convention. The only thing, they're only in Ireland at the moment, so whoever is in Ireland can actually meet up. But other than, we see maybe in future even in other places of Europe. I don't know.
We'll see how the country is.
Yeah.
But
We'll
in
see how
case you
everything is
would
around the
like to
world.
do like a weekend in Dublin, you can meet up there. And myself if you want.
Oh,
But anyway, yes, there are basically the dates for the next convention that Claire gonna attend. So, yeah.
Exciting.
exciting. So exciting. It
Yeah.
was wonderful meeting you.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for taking time out of your
Yes, thank you.
schedule.
Thank you for inviting us.
Yeah,
It was
thanks for
very
having us.
nice.
Yeah.
Of course. And thank you everybody for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned on our socials for who we're going to have next week.
Oh, yeah.
Bye, everybody.
Definitely.
Okay.
See you.
Bye.
Bye bye.